Hey, remember that one time when best girl Lyra appeared in the anime? Yeah, that was a great 5 episodes. While the anime doesn't always adapt the game protagonist into characters, it is nice to see. Gold and Silver's original protagonists were adapted as Jimmy and Marina, which we discussed in the Pokemon Chronicles video. But Heart Gold and Soul Silver gave us a different female protagonist with Lyra. As these games came out during the 4th generation, Lyra appeared during the Diamond and Pearl series of the anime, and rather than appearing in her own story arc like with Pokemon Chronicles, she actually interacts with Ash, Dawn, and Brock, and travels with them for a bit. This is one of the few times where a game remake has had influence on the events in the anime. Again, it was only 5 episodes, but it was still cool to see a character like Lyra as well as some Johto Pokemon show up in the Diamond and Pearl series. Lyra is introduced in the episode An Egg Scramble, where the main heroes find themselves in a Johto festival, which Lyra is helping out with. Lyra's starter Pokemon is Chikorita, which has been pretty consistent with her interpretations in different Pokemon media. Also, please like and subscribe so I can someday buy the expensive Lyra statue. Okay, thanks. Aside from that, she has a Girafarig and a Marrow, which is also consistent with her appearance in the Heart Gold and Soul Silver games. So this anime version is like a culmination of all of Lyra. Oh, but that's not all. We also get to see the return of our best boy, Totodile. I kid you not, this 5-episode arc is responsible for so many Discord profile pictures. This Totodile belongs to Lyra's friend, Corey.
What's up? Go. Listen now. Here we go.
No, wait. Khoury. Corey is actually kind of a neat character. He's kind of unsure of himself and is still learning while aspiring to become a Pokemon breeder like Brock, who gives him some advice. So he's not a total simp like Vincent from Pokemon Chronicles, but he actually works very well with Lyra, as she's more headstrong and is competing in the Johto League Challenge, having 2 badges at the time of this episode. Their different personalities and goals balance each other out while they still both really love Pokemon and can function on the same wavelength when needed. After an exhibition match between Lyra and Chikorita and Dawn and Piplup, Dawn is given an egg that's then stolen by Team Rocket, and the gang has to traverse a nearby forest in order to find it. At one point they get separated and both Lyra and Corey signal each other using their water Pokemon. And this is genuinely a really smart thing to do. I love moments like this in the Pokemon anime because it gives a feeling that people and Pokemon have been living together for a while and work together in any situation. This moment specifically shows that Lyra and Corey work well together, and have probably even done this before as they almost instinctively know what to do when they get separated. At the end of this episode, Lyra and Corey decide to travel with the main cast to watch Dawn participate in her next contest. And at this point, I think I've realized that Lyra and Corey not only have a great dynamic with each other, but with the rest of the trainers. I get that they have to return to Johto, but if they ended up staying together from this point until the end of the Diamond and Pearl series, I think it could have been an even stronger season. And as we later see in Sun and Moon, a larger main cast is no problem at all. I might be getting ahead of myself, but we do see everyone together in the next episode, Gone with the Windworks. Basically, they all get stuck in the Valley Windworks. It's a fine episode, but it is notorious for being shipping fuel. While they're stuck, Lyra asks Dawn if she likes Ash and then starts to consider Ash herself. Yeah. And this is only the beginning because things ramp up in the next episode. As they continue traveling, they come across an area with an aggressive wild Gibble. While Brock stays behind, the rest of them try to catch this Gibble, and as Ash is fired up, Lyra kind of develops a crush on him. This comes out in full force as Corey decides he also wants to catch Gibble, and so Lyra splits them up into 2 teams, Lyra and Ash versus Dawn and Corey. And here's where we find out that Lyra is the biggest shipper of them all, actively changing the plot of the episode to see her own OTPs come to fruition. I won't lie though, I did like seeing Corey get excited to catch Gibble. While we've only known him for 2 episodes at this point, this is the first time we've seen him take action to achieve something that he wants. Shenanigans and shipping evidence ensue as both teams try different approaches to catch the rogue Pokemon. Ash and Lyra of course jump in head first while Corey decides to fish. Ah yes, to catch a land shark, one must land fish. Makes total sense. No, I'm not even joking. Eventually they all end up doing this because it's obviously the proper technique. Now, I know a while ago I said that the group of 5 worked well together, but I think it was kind of a smart idea to leave Brock mostly out of this episode, because now Corey is the most responsible while still being young like the rest. Later, when they're all separated inside a cave, Corey finds yet another way to reunite with Lyra, and this, along with his capture of Gibble, is the beginning of the end of his character arc as well as Lyra's. Corey learns to take more of a lead and not to be as nervous, realizing that he is prepared for what might be ahead. And Lyra learns that the friend and companion she's wanted was right there in Corey all along. And at this point I realize I'm a little too much like Corey. Is a huge nerd, owns a Totodile and a Gibble, and hangs out with a tomboy. But anyway, the next episode is a contest episode, which is great for Dawn, but we're talking about Lyra today. So I'll just have to save that episode for a later date. The final episode has Dawn and Ash teaming up for a tag battle against Lyra and Corey, which allows them to continue seeing how well they work together. It even causes Totodile to evolve, and it's a cool battle. But afterwards, Lyra and Corey return to the Johto region where they continue their journey together. Lyra straight up asks Corey if he'd like to join her while traveling the region as she continues the League Challenge. And so they're both seen off with their goals in mind and a bright future ahead of them. Overall, it's a nice 5 episodes, which is a lot more than some other Game Protagonists get, but I really would have liked to see more. I know there aren't too many spin-offs nowadays, and especially at the time this came out, but say 12 episodes of Lyra and Corey and Johto would have been cool. Either that, or Lyra is the #1 character I'm campaigning for to return in Pokemon Journeys. But until then, I'll be off to write my fanfiction of Lyra and Corey's adventures in Johto. Just kidding. Unless... But anyway, let me know what you think. Have you seen these episodes of the Pokémon Anime back in Diamond Pearl Galactic Battles, I think it was, and what did you think of them overall? Again, you know, cool 5 episodes with Lyra from Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and honestly, I genuinely do really like these episodes. They are some of my favorite. I think specifically the first one, you know, Egg Scramble, and then the third one, what it was called, like a rivalry to Gibbelon. That one specifically I do really like, you know, despite it not having Brock in it for a majority of the episode. But you know, all of these are pretty good, and like I said, they do a fun job of just having Lyra and both Corey. Like, I didn't expect to talk about Corey as much going into this when I decided to rewatch these episodes, but he's, you know, a pretty good character and pretty important. Again, you know, working well with Lyra. Definitely, honestly, would love to see more of them. But you know, sadly, it seems like, you know, characters like this that are introduced for a bit aren't always brought back. You know, more of the other important characters are brought back. But, you know, just you guys wait until we get those Johto remakes, because then that'll be really neat and everything. As you can tell, though, I really do love Johto. I'm a bit of a Johto fanboy, if it wasn't obvious by the Totodile, and if these guys didn't make it obvious. I realize having the mic here now makes it a little difficult to show off the plushes during the post-show, but anyway, honestly, I think it was a cool idea also to have all the starters in there as well. I mean, you know, just some fun episodes. But honestly, let me know what you think down in the comments below, and if you've been enjoying the anime retrospectives like this, just picking a random few episodes. I think normally I'm gonna stick to like 1 episode each going forward, because this one, it was 5 episodes, but really I only talked about 3, 4 almost. But yeah, let me know what you think, and if there are any other topics you'd like to see me discuss. Definitely, I'm gonna go through a bunch of the Johto series episodes, because like I said, those are just some of my favorite. As you can tell, I'm a Johto dude. But anyway, yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We'll continue the discussion down there. If you enjoyed the content, remember to leave a like and subscribe to show your support. You can enable notifications by clicking the bell icon next to the subscribe button. This will make sure you see each new video as it comes out, and will make you a member of the Chainlink Squad as well as Johto Squad. I need 3 hands for all these for these Pokemon. But anyway, hey, this has been GatorEX. Have a nice day.